And we're back. That was our short break.
Okay, like, you can't do anything without getting smacked in the head up there. Like, you can't jump.
So how do we get past that? Because kind of have to go up the ledge, right?
I know, right?
Can we jump up somewhere else?
I don't know. I'll figure it out. So the mallet's really effective against the mallet. Maybe if I just, like, jump super quickly after. Yes! Oh. Oh. No, 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 no! That's like a boss battle. Can I, like, fall off the edge? Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet. Oh, whoa. Why did it, like, not send me up right away? Is there, like, more things I can do down here? With hidden wall?
Nope.
Okay.
No, it's just screwing with you. Those are like 1950s boos right there. Because they're in black and white.
Yeah. Which way is this guy? That way. Okay. Oh no.
It just takes you back.
What a clever trick. Okay, at least I didn't fall down. That was my primary concern.
You know, it'd be funny if Bowser terrorized these guys.
That's what I was thinking. Get the King Boo to take out the boos.
They teleport. Oh, that's terrifying. The hitting for 1 damage is pretty disturbing as well.
Considering everything else is just like murdering.
Yeah, I know. Like, just hitting for 1 damage. It's like that's why it's so terrifying, though. It's like there's gotta be.
They just die.
There's gotta be something else going on here, you know. But then it just turns out that they're just hitting you for 1 damage and dying in 1 hit. You know,
just like generic Boo enemy.
They're just like the worst enemy in the entire game.
Yeah, and their name is Little Boo.
They don't even have color.
Like that, and they give you a ton of experience. Oh, this is so that you can grind for the last boss. Just like that, and do another one here.
It's just one.
Just a single one. Okay. Probably gonna get like full experience. Here you go, Peach. Just take it out.
Oh, well, if it holds equal, we should get like 9, 10.
It's still 20 for Bowser. I'll take it. And a nice mushroom. Sweet, I'll take it.
Those are the best kind of mushrooms. Alright.
I think I have to fight it. Machine made. Okay.
I like the buttons there, eh?
Yeah, it's reminiscent of one of the first boss fights. Does he get a static E for 1 damage as well?
6 damage on mine there. 32 on Bowser there. Apparently he's a pretty good conductor.
Yeah, most of the electricity moves don't do as much damage to Mario.
Of course, he's not as good a conductor as Toadofsky.
Toadofsky is my favorite. So I'm just gonna, like, defend. And I guess jump with Mario.
So what did he do to that button?
So he shoots a button with an arrow.
Oh, right, and then you can't use that. Yeah, okay. I got it. I get what's going on here. I didn't catch it immediately, but it's all clear now.
Now get ready for your doom! That wasn't that bad. Be worth a ton of experience. Yeah, I'll take it.
Pretty solid experience. Some gold too.
Oh, another one falls. They're like constant.
Can't jump it, I guess.
Oh, it's the Power Rangers.
Yeah. So this factory just kind of makes all of the bosses, eh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But they hit for like 1.
Because they're not finished yet, I guess.
Oh, we have no true form pins on.
We should probably fix that, eh?
Yeah. If we survive.
Oh, we just have to not die and before one of them turns back, right?
I do like how the mushrooms can regen.
Mm-hmm. These guys are not hitting us for very much, so we might live.
Yeah, I think we're actually, like, I think the Mario and Bowser ones are just regenning more than they take. Was it the pink one that pedal blasted us?
I think so, yeah.
Recovery one. So I guess they're all like black and white. Okay, I'm just like putting it to that right now.
Immediately pedal blasted again. Oh, they die one hit too.
Not if I say it that way.
Defense up, sweet. That's exactly what we needed. More defense.
So that guy, the leader, doesn't go down.
Ooh, maple syrup.
I'll take it.
Okay, we can jump them. Just gotta time it just right. Should equip a true form pin.
Oh, yeah.
Just throw it on Bowser or someone.
I want Bowser to get the experience if we do fight.
Right.
Yes! You can do it. Okay.
Ooh, a save block. Probably a boss fight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking likewise.
Alright, so Smithy's starting to make a little bit more sense. Obviously, this is his factory where he makes stuff.
But I want to like bounce on that. Whoa!
I don't think you can do that.
I don't think so too. What is that guy even?
I don't know what those are.
There's like little ninja dudes.
I think you should walk out the end of the stage there, though.
What's that do? What's that do? That's it?
It's just some loot.
That's it?
There's nowhere else to go there, I guess.
Are we gonna fight that guy?
I don't think so.
Where do I go?
I'm not sure.
I think I gotta go down that hole. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Oh, it's that dude we fought on the coast that we ran out of TP. Or maybe ran out of FP.
Yeah, the 900-hour boss fight.
Yeah. Great.
We should call in our pirate buddies for backup.
Yeah. Get the sharks up here and take everyone. Kill everyone.
And the entire Koopa troop.
Oh, what's this? Is it like incomplete? So he does like not a perfect clone of himself?
I guess so.
I'll take it. Because they're kind of...
They're like photocopies.
They hit for like nothing. They hit like paper.
They hit like wet noodles. They look like wet noodles.
Then he comes back. I was like, is that it? Did I just like, did I win? Did I cut them into pieces?
They're all dead.
Oh, yeah. Peach with with her attack up bonus. It's for whopping 55.
That's fantastic.
Multiplier.
Check in.
Just like, let's do this.
I like how that thing's just got the crazy eyes. Like,
Yeah, just.
it's like, alright.
It's like
I don't know what that was, but.
Or the thing that Bowser summoned, not like little arrow guys.
Yeah, the thing Bowser
Oh,
summoned.
that's from Super Mario World at the last Bowser fight. When you kick the enemies up in the air. So like when you're fighting Bowser on his ramparts kind of stuff, he flies by his little clown car thing.
Yeah.
And he throws these guys at you guys, and you hit them, and then you like throw them up in the air and land on his head to hurt him. That boss wasn't too bad. Mini boss, regular enemy at this point. Worth a ton of experience. Yeah, no, see, I totally need to do that. Oh, I fall into a boss fight. Great. Cloaker and Domino. Okay, well, let's kill the mage first, because if there's anything I've learned, is mages are not fun to mess around with. Hello! Is that working? Okay. Okay, well. So far, definitely the mage guy's gotta go down first. Had some mic issues here. Oh. So I think this is gonna be like mini boss gauntlet, the area. Because we fought that guy and then fell down a hole directly into a boss fight.
Oh, okay. So these are like some clown people or whatever?
Yep.
Cloaker.
There was like a melee guy and a mage guy, and I killed the mage guy.
Okay.
And now we're progressing. The melee guy's like
Oh, they've got a...
fighting me with an Ekans.
Team Rocket's blasting off again?
Yeah, apparently. Earthlink.
Hmm. Yep. Confirmed for Ekans.
Yep. Confirmed for very, very painful as well.
Mario's gonna need some heals.
Yep. The unfortunate thing is,
Mario's gonna need some res.
yeah, the turn order's a little bit weird because the transition happened halfway through a battle.
Oh, yeah. Mario, come back.
Should be a full heal.
Sweet.
Yeah.
The best kind of heals.
Just like ninja stars me.
Just immediately.
The Carney kiss. Oh, someone's dead. Oh, I
Missed.
missed.
Ah,
See, this area gets challenging because there's like more instant death mechanics than ever before.
well, I guess they're trying to make it challenging.
Okay, I'm gonna try Mario's like super jump thing.
The idea there, I guess, is they want to make the boss fights challenging and unrewarding. Because like when you win,
I mean, like when you win, you're beating the game, right? So it doesn't really matter.
yeah, but I mean, I'm saying it's unrewarding because like when you win, you just feel relieved.
Oh yeah,
that you didn't get screwed by the RNG.
Not even
that
like
time.
that was a good boss fight. Just like wow, phew.
Yeah, thank God I made
Jesus
it
was
through
on my
that.
side.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't even feel rewarding. It's just like, well, I made it through that one. Somehow. Because that's the worst part about RNG fights. Because, I mean, nothing you did
That actually worked.
won the fight for you, you know? Like,
It's like maybe equipping that true form pin delayed the RNG one time in my favor.
yeah.
But when they have every single status ailment, no, it doesn't really. Okay, yeah, he stopped moving, but the snake's still going. Does that mean he's down? Yeah, that means he's down.
Alright, so I guess we gotta finish the snake.
So if I like fight them and kill them both at the same time, and the other like before he runs away, does the snake activate?
Who knows?
I guess I'll just have to do another full playthrough to figure it out.
Nope. Nope. Alright, I mean, you can, but I don't think we're gonna replay this on stream.
No. Once it's done, it's done. Oh, just like drops Peach.
I mean, we could have made a second save file before entering the boss encounter, but
It could have, but I didn't know it was gonna do this. We're at the official point of I don't remember any of this from my childhood.
yeah, we've come too far.
Like, I remember being stuck in this zone, but I don't remember these bosses, and I don't remember where. So chances are probably before I fought these guys, I got stuck. Probably the alarm clock.
So the alarm clock was, like, not fun. I mean, I guess it's kind of like emulating real-life alarm clocks, you know?
Just, like, build
'Cause
the hatred of alarms.
No one wants to wake up in the morning. And, like, what do you do when your alarm goes off? You just, like, beat it with your fist
Yeah.
until it turns off, so... I guess that was the idea here, except we were jumping on it with Mario, right?
Yep. Okay, well, it's time for a comeback.
It's time for a comeback. Yeah. Alright.
Mario needs to spring into action.
Yeah. I mean, we got our star player back, right? So... now we're just gonna step all over these guys.
Oh no, poison. It's Bowser's a lizard, some sort of poisonous lizard. Okay, no, we actually need flower power. It's like the last one there. I'll have Bowser do it.
Whack a snake.
Maple syrup it up. I don't know why sometimes, but like when we're fighting enemies that move around like the snake does, or even that guy who like ate people, the game just like lags sometimes during healing animations and stuff with all the sparklies. Maybe it's too many particles on the screen at once.
So they use some maple syrup to restore MP. I guess this is a Canadian game?
Yeah, well it was released in Canada, but... Oh, did we kill it? Did we win?
I think he's just confused.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, if you look, the rest of his body winds around all that other stuff there, right? Oh yeah, Bowser had double experience put on this whole time.
Well, he's gonna be huge then.
To attack.
Probably the attack.
Yep.
Seems like the best stat.
Peach finally level 19.
Probably
9 health.
That's a lot of health.
Or one.
I think we're
9
gonna
health.
take the health.
I think Peach is like just as much health as Bowser.
Yep.
Peach is just as much health as Bowser now.
Well, I mean, we've given her health.
Oh, yo, what's with these guys? I'm being hunted. Oh, I guess because he's falling down the hole now, right?
Oh, yeah.
But apparently I took the bait and fell into their trap.
Isn't that where we're supposed to go, though?
Well, like, nowhere else to go.
Yeah, I know.
Unless it opened up something over
Well,
here.
I thought there was a pathway down there, though. Like, did you try that pathway, or...?
Was there? Oh, yeah.
Because I think we're going
That
the
is a
right,
pathway.
I think we're
This
going the
way.
right way.
Yo, like, what's up with these guys here?
Well, production's on schedule.
Mac Boyer, Yodovich, and the Axum Rangers were defeated. This raid Smith will have a new army in no time. A new army? You can't be making more weapons. Haven't you caused enough trouble already? Oh yeah, who are you? This is D. Mario. Give him now or you still have a chance. Shut down production now or he'll stomp you. What'd you say, you little puffball? Mad Mallet, trash him.
Alright.
Okay, except I like one punch these. What Bowser does.
I guess we're going mallet against these guys, right?
It's hammer time. Perfect. It's kind of like not threatening as a boss if you just turn around and you're like, go get him, guys, and then they just like punch the guy once and he dies. And the other one runs away, he just dips scene. He's like, yeah, I should have listened to little cloud ball guy. Alright, let's see what you got.
Yeah, this guy's just a clerk. I'm not expecting much.
Yeah, he looks like he's straight out of Legend of Zelda.
Yeah?
He's like the statues in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, except his body is absurdly small.
Yeah, he's like the statues in Ocarina of Time in the Hyrule Castle. The little ones that like sit there and you push them around for the puzzles and stuff. He throws bombs, so he's definitely gonna hurt. Well, he kind of like lifts up his shield. Like he's trying to defend, except it's like way after the fact.
He died just as easily as those hammers.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I hope you learned your lesson. Mallow, he's dead.
Yeah.
You bloodthirsty, psychotic, crazy cloudball. Just more death for the death god!
Yeah, there's no one there, buddy.
I just like walk on this. Fight these guys.
I don't know why you'd want to.
Mallow, don't you dare push that button.
Oh boy.
Mallow, don't you... You're an idiot. Like, as soon as Mallow started taking charge, I knew this entire place was going down.
Oh boy.
Yeah, goodbye, Mallow.
It's one of those crane games. Mallow's the prize.
Oh, that was it. Research controls the plane. Yo, what's up, Toad?
Where did he come from?
How'd you do it? Wanna help you guys out? Are you gonna join the party? Toad joins the party as like...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but... Oh yeah, she totally didn't... Like,
Yeah.
she just dipped scene, right? Didn't
Yeah.
tell anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's it. Any job lets me help with Mario and the Prince is worthwhile. I'm down. Oh, I carried all I get. Now what can you use? Oh, use a shop.
Oh. Wow.
Mario recovers 30 HP.
Ew. That's bad.
Heal status problems during battle.
Yeah, we could use some of those.
I got 8 pick-me-ups, 3 maple syrups.
Might need more maple syrup.
I'll sell my mid mushrooms, get max mushrooms. Cause like,
Yeah. I agree. Maybe some maple syrup too. I mean, how else are we gonna eat our pancakes?
yeah, I know. So what does this seed do? We definitely missed something.
Yeah, but we're not doing 100% completion run.
Yeah. Received a rock candy.
Oh,
After I, like, you know,
fill our inventory.
let's get rid of the seed. Or do we use it in combat? Can we use it in combat?
I don't know. It doesn't even have an icon associated with it.
Yeah, goodbye seed. I don't even care about it. We're almost there. Let's show him. Away!
Go, Toad, go.
I mean, he's clearly a faster runner than I am.
Yeah.
Oh, is it just like, now we fight the slightly harder hammers? Drill bit will be finished on time. We're ahead of schedule. Well, it makes Smithy proud. Is it going to be finished on time, or are you ahead of schedule? Like, you can't do both.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's not a clerk, he's the manager.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, babe, just think of it. When Smithy take over his Mario world, we can do anything we want.
Mm.
Not so fast. You sure are a cocky bunch. I ruled this world, don't you? Are we gonna do this like for each character?
I think so.
It's Mario. Act 2 and Yorkovich 2 didn't stop him. No, leave Mario out of this. I'm the one you need to worry about, not him. Mario, you're about to take the longest jump of your life. You're ignoring me. It's pretty bomb.
I don't think they'll be able to ignore him in combat.
I don't know, man. I mean, these guys hit for like nothing. They're little wet noodle hammers.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore them. That's what we're gonna do.
We're just gonna like straight up murder them.
It's effective murdering.
It's the most efficient kind.
Malleted to death. His arm like separates from his body.
Yeah,
when he attacks.
you think you're like, oh, he's gonna hit me with the axe. He's like, no, I'm just gonna punch you with my rocket hands. The axe is for decoration.
Yeah.
Not everyone has defense up.
Sweet.
Ho!
Oh.
Ho
Okay.
ho!
So I guess we just have to kill the main boss.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, we could kill 2 of the hammers, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have like Peach work on them and then everybody else can kill. Okay, so throws bombs, throws hammers. Because like they don't really hurt that much. So Peach can just like do some damage here.
Yeah, I mean, we probably could ignore all of the hammers and just Peach could just party heal and it wouldn't be a big deal.
Oh, she's gonna like straight up kill him. Oh no, good.
The damage is pretty weak.
Yeah, let's do a party kill, because like they both took a bomb to the face.
Presumably no more hammers show up.
Yeah. Or it could have been wrong, you just had to kill like 8 waves of hammers plus the manager.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
That would be highly. Okay. 44, yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, level up amount.
No. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Like the moon over the day, my genius and brawn are lost on these fools. Haiku. Oh, Bowser says a haiku. Okay. There's like spray paint?
Yeah, they're getting painted.
Yeah, they're just getting like spray painted. Okay. They're getting like forged.
Oh, there's another one.
Are you the one in charge here? Do you know what your weapons have been doing to our world? Stop this nonsense at once. Yeah, I'm afraid that's not possible. Oh, he's the director. We're working our way up the chain to find who's in charge of the factory.
Yeah.
And dissent Smithy will be dealt with by immediate meltdown. Meltdown? You can't scare me, I've got Mario by my side. Dissenters will be eliminated, production will continue. So saith the director. Okay, I'm thinking like Mallow would actually be good here, just because there's so many little guys. Oh, she gets the shakes. These guys actually hurt.
Just a little. We could pull out the Mario
Super
and
jump.
Bowser AoE.
Let's do the Mario one. That whole 3 guys. Okay, they die pretty quick. Bowser Crush or Crusher? Crusher single target, so Bowser Crush.
Yeah, so we could kill one more of the hammers and then just the main guy. I guess is probably the plan.
Yep. I love how the difference between the Ultra Hammer and the Super Hammer is Mario decides to attack a third time. I kind of want to kill the last hammer, but then they'll come back.
Yeah, no, we can't afford to do that. I mean, the hammer only hits for like 30 damage a round, so...
Yeah, it's not that bad. A lot of counterattacks. I say, like, why is he so fast?
Well, he's dead now.
Just attack up. There we go. Oh, Geno time.
I guess Gino's gonna like yell at the next guy in the next room. Is that what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I guess so. That was scary, but we can't run away now. We've got to keep these LAs out of our world.
Pretty sure we're in their world now. But...
Yeah, we kind of took the photo save block.
Oh, okay, maybe we are at the final
I guess
confrontation.
The guy Geno yells at is the last boss. Maybe.
Kind of makes sense, right? Because Gino's like
supposed to be like this character we're supposed to like have in our party and look up to stuff. Is that Smithy? Is he just a big furnace? Factory Chief Mario, I'm surprised to see you here.
Are you?
This is the end of the line for you.
End of the
This is the
production
closest
line.
you'll ever get to Smithy, so savor the moment. Harumph, he'll be fodder for my incredible invention, the gun yoke. Okay, I guess I can't jump on it because it'll just like... Oh wow. Ninja started, man. And that's Peach dead.
Huh. Well, that just happened. Which one should we attack?
We kill the little guy first. It's like that poison knife. And that like turning you into a mushroom.
Ouch. We can fix that though, right?
Yeah. Should be able to, if he doesn't just like die there. Okay, I need to keep everyone healed here. Mario just kind of like get some damage on him. Okay, that's not too bad. Definitely not bad at all.
0 is a good number of damage to take.
Yeah, anytime we can do that, let's just keep doing that. Oh no. That's unfortunate. That's a lot of damage. I mean, it's not more than my group hug.
As long as no one dies.
Yep.
How much health do you think this guy has?
Probably like 1,000 something. Should be down soon.
One would think so.
Yeah, there we go. Attack
Oh.
up! Oh, good choice.
Time to smash.
Dude does like one attack, then breaker beam.
Heal up. And go ham.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yep.
I think he's becoming predictable. What do you think?
I think so too. Almost like we're supposed to use defense to survive that big hit.
Nope. Not a chance.
Not the way that we've built ourselves. Echo Finder. Are you gonna get muted? Mario, you're not allowed to do moves. Sucks to be you. Too bad I gotta heal you to make sure you don't die to the breaker beam and get rid of that debuff anyways. Yeah, see, it's the other guy in comparison with this breaker beam would have been bad. That breaker beam's missed Bowser like 3 times now.
So what happens when Mario goes to the doctor and the doctor is Dr. Mario?
Can he write himself his own prescriptions?
I don't think that's
I think
legal.
doctors aren't allowed to do that, so
Yeah.
I guess Mario never has any antibiotics. Again, all those mushrooms he's eating.
Yeah.
They're medicinal mushrooms. I got a card prescribed me by a doctor for medicinal mushrooms. Just Dr. Mario. Protection line hasn't halted.
Maybe we press the button.
Where do the weapons come from? Yeah, so like hit the button, and then I guess we run up the ramp and then go down. Then we find out that this whole thing's smithy. Find the last staircase to stop the factory. We've got to defeat him first. Mario, there's no turning back now. Are you ready? Yeah, sure, let's do it. Our quest is almost over. And when the time comes... Come on, let's get the show on the road. Oh yeah, when the time comes, you're not going to be like a person anymore. You're going to go back to being a doll, and it's supposed to be like this whole sad moment because Gino's supposed to be a good character that you would use. But like... It's not like we actually use Gino.
Oh, here we go. Down the rabbit hole.
Oh, yo, he's just like straight up some old guy making weapons. There's the last star piece. It's like on his chest. Huh? Already finished the tour of the factory, huh? Alright then, how about a little demonstration? Get Smithy. Stop making those things and hand over the star piece now. Yeah, jump.
He doesn't give a fuck.
So you're Mario? Looks like we're gonna have a little dispute over this tower.
Domestic dispute.
Hand it over and get out of my castle. My, we're a little touchy today, aren't we? No, I'm actually growing rather fond of this place. Please don't make us go through any more. Just give us the star now.
It's not a very nice way to ask.
Better yet, why don't you give me your stars and then I could easily conquer this world. We could get rid of all wishes and create a world filled with weapons! Oh yeah, we kinda accidentally brought all the stars to him, didn't we?
Yeah.
Over here now, I'll crush you all. The final tension.
It was a good plan.
Sledge. Oh!
It's bringing the hammer down.
Yup.
If you just cast that every round, we're good. Right?
Oh, the smelter. I can attack it. I think I should kill it before I kill him.
That might be a good idea. It's probably gonna make like ads or something.
Yeah, probably. Mega Drain.
Fortunately, it doesn't heal him. Because if it did, that would be unfortunate.
Okay, I got a plan. I'm gonna make this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna use the thing that prevents me from being attacked for 3 turns. And I'm just gonna burst down the smelter. Oh, wait, no, it just straight up prevents Peach from being attacked.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, that's a target we don't want to get killed, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh, it's alive.
Yeah, now here comes an ad.
They probably die in like 1 hit, though. They're new bads, right?
Ideally. But it's the combination with that. Yeah, so
Sure.
it just straight up makes Peach invincible for like 3 turns. I'll take
Wow,
it.
that's useful.
Just use a raw candy here.
What does that do? Damage?
That.
Oh, wow. It's really good.
I know they don't die pretty quick.
Well, it only took 200. Oh, yeah, there. It only took 400 damage to kill it. Maybe it only had 300 health.
That's true.
Maybe it only had 250 health, right?
Maybe it had 201 health. Just enough so that the rock candy wouldn't do it. Regardless, those were effective. Let's go back to killing that smelter.
Yeah, I don't know how much health it has, but it's probably taking about 1,000 damage now.
Yep. So I mean, it's the last boss, and he doesn't, like, Smithy himself actually doesn't seem to hit too hard. It seems to be the mechanic.
Yeah. Sword rain.
Is that like Swords Dance where everyone's health goes, or attack damage goes up? Oh, he's gonna sledge, and that's gonna be really painful.
It's okay, we're
As long as no one dies, right?
Yep. Don't die, you noobs.
Okay, like Mario Ultra Jump. Okay, like he totally attacked the wrong stuff, but whatever.
Ooh, it's still alive. No, not Peach. Anything but Peach. Amazing. Well, that was nice, miss.
That guy should be dead now. Yeah. It's like, I'm just gonna punch this dinosaur. You know, but I was just like, yeah, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Thanks to Mario, I know how to deal with hammers coming at me. Yo, the smelter's dead. Like, that's it. We did
Great.
it. Now watch, he's gonna, like, respawn it. Man, if the boss fight is just, like, him not being too hard after the smelter's dead, I'm gonna be very upset.
Yeah, I know. So far, I'm not impressed.
It's like the clock was a more formidable last boss than the last boss.
Well, he just kind of keeps using AoE abilities that don't kill you. So, like, once the smelter and the ads are out of the way and it's just him, there's really no threat of death. Is there?
Not
At
really.
least I
Like,
have-
not with Peach's existence in the game.
He doesn't have any instant kill moves.
Unless he does, like, some transformation at half health and, like, turns into a bigger smelter.
Maybe.
But I don't think so. I think we're just gonna, like, out-heal him, he's gonna run out of FP, and I'm just gonna kill. Because that's all, folks. Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, also known as Legend of the Very Angry Furnace. Yeah, this boss seems not last bossy. I honestly don't even remember this fight at all. All I remember is getting stuck as a kid, like fighting enemies up in the screw area.
Hmm. Well, this boss doesn't seem particularly memorable.
That's true. I might have beaten him and just like...
It seems like a fairly uneventful boss. I mean, the fight's not particularly unique.
Wow, I'm just like sucking with Bowser's action cue right now. There we go. No, I am defeated.
Multi-phase fight?
Oh,
Or-
maybe. Calm down, Smithy. Your head looks like a geyser. Drill bit, don't get so worked up. Think of your blood pressure. Shyster. We just built this yesterday, and the foundation's very weak. So stop shaking the floor. How utterly annoying.
Kills them all.
Yeah, even his furnace is freaking out. What the? How in the heck? Yeah, they straight up told you, like, yo, this factory's not stable at all.
Yeah.
Oh, do I just keep fighting him in the air? Yeah, it's like not menacing at all. These look like little like skull furnaces. Like look at the eyes with the mouth.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ooh, I'm burning, seething, never ever been so wronged. It is time. I will show you my real form. I will show you my true power. I will teach you respect, and I shall have my revenge. No.
He's
He's
evolving.
It's like terrifying things of your nightmares. Yeah, it is.
What is that?
I don't know. Come on, you puny ants.
Alright, well, let's kill it. Kill with fire.
Kill the hammer or kill the face?
Kill... Ooh.
Let's go for the hammer.
Yeah, that's probably a good decision.
Or I guess the body.
Oh.
Oh, what?
I think we should kill a face.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm gonna have Peach defend just in case.
Because that face looks frightening. I mean, his entire head just turned into a tank, right? He really wants Peach dead.
Yo, it's a good thing I decided to say I'm going to defend with Peach just in case.
But his head is a tank.
I know, right?
I guess you could say he's got a thick skull.
Iron Head. Oh, die. Oh, he's back. Oh wait, now he's a wizard.
Oh.
It's cool. I guess it doesn't really have to make a lot of sense.
Like his head actually just like turned into like another person.
Yeah, but it's fine. It takes more damage in this form than tank form. Until it just like hucks boulders.
Oh, he's the Emperor, the Sith Lord, right?
Oh yeah, he is.
Using Force Lightning. That's exactly what he looks like, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to.
Bowser's playing dead.
Yeah, do I pick him up? How many do I have? I got 7. Kinda wanna save him. I do have to use a maple syrup though. Dark Star. Oh no. Yeah. I'm a little bit worried. What is that?
I'm not sure, actually.
Well, come back, Bowser. Bowser wakes up, just looks up, just, I don't want to be on this planet any longer. Guess we're just kind of... Shredder. So what did that do? Oh, I'm gonna have to fun with Peach.
Oh, he attacked Bowser that time.
Yeah, with an insta kill.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna come back, Bowser, and have Mario use one of the like 100 mushrooms we have.
Seems like a reasonable suggestion. We just need to be able to like deal enough damage to him without dying. Oh, freebie. Not bad.
Oh, well, Peach is dead.
Oh, miss.
Hit my face. Yeah, well, Peach, defend again.
Oh, we should attack him pretty quickly because this is the weak form, right? So
Yeah, but
he'll take.
it's also
lots
the
of
form
damage.
that just like straight up murdered a bunch of people last time.
Force lightning, which is actually Dark Star, but it really looks like he's casting Force lightning.
Yeah, see, she would have been dead. Okay, well, now she's definitely dead. Or hit Bowser. For more health than he has.
Yeah, almost for more health than he can possibly have, because like the max is 255, right? So
It's okay, he's back up.
yeah.
He didn't even miss a turn because the guy chose to transform back into the same form. Oh, this might hurt. Goodbye, Bowser. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten so Peach can keep everybody else alive.
Including you,
Yeah, eventually.
Zombie Bowser.
Spear Rain.
Oh, that's new. A little frightening.
Come back to Bowser.
Kind of want to heal.
Or
but
group here.
it's a tough choice.
Group heal.
I mean, Mario could res Bowser, but we kind of,
I want to do as much damage as I can here.
especially since he's like kind of weak right
Yeah.
now. And Bowser would just got Dark Star anyway.
Or Mario just straight up died.
Oh boy.
Okay, was it Mario then Bowser?
I don't know. I don't recall the turn order.
Okay, well,
Let's hope it was Mario.
yeah. Because this thing hasn't really done anything that I know of. Like, it made us glow, right? But, like, that was
Right.
about it. So I kind of want to, like, just hit it and let Peach revive.
Alright, let's give it a shot. It doesn't take a lot of damage though, in this form. It's like tank mode.
Yeah, but it also, like, just doesn't even attack in this mode.
Yeah, but Peach just almost got killed by the one arm though.
Yeah. See, it's fine. I attack the bottom when it's in that form.
I mean, I feel like we've already cleared a lot to killing the top, so...
Yeah, but it takes like low damage there, right? I think I'm gonna have to kill both anyways.
Right. Probably right.
And like, it's the only one really attacking.
Oh, even Peach hits for 123.
Ooh, can't move.
Oh, I think we crippled the body.
Wow, that was kind of easy. Chances are it's gonna come back.
Most likely.
If it was that easy.
Yeah.
Okay, well. I'm gonna hit it with a fire.
I don't think it's gonna change much. I mean, he's obviously in tank mode.
Well, he's not, because he's not a tank.
yeah, he's not in tank mode. Of course not. Whoa. Chest face.
Defending. You know what we do to treasure chests, right?
Jump on him.
Worked for the mimics.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Oh, acid trip.
Status ailment on everybody, so we'll just kind of go like that and fix that. Back in tank mode.
So now he takes regular damage.
Yep.
But he outputs some pretty good damage too. Especially when he one-shot kills.
Yeah. Or he just goes like that. I am burning with power. Does that mean his body is back?
Maybe. It does appear to be moving.
It was moving before.
Even when it was knocked out.
It died pretty quick, so I'm just gonna take it out again. Because that's a couple turns of relief from that plus hammer. I'm gonna need to get a... what's it called? Maple syrup.
Ah.
Push-ups. Look at the shakes.
Oh, well, not everyone, just Mario.
Great. He's gonna be wizard now?
Ah, tank. Or stone, or whatever that is, mode.
I'm gonna try a fireball.
Alright, good luck.
Just gonna do a regular fire orb because I don't want to use 12.
We're all counting on you. Let's not do that again.
Yeah, let's never do that again. Just pretend that never happened.
What did you just cast?
I don't know, I cast Shredder every single time and we all glow and then nothing ever happens, so...
I'm fine with that. Pretty much okay with that.
I have no idea what this form does. Oh, snap. That's what that form can do. That somebody's dead.
Ooh.
Or poisoned.
Well, we can deal with that.
Yeah, just like this. This guy's got a ton of health.
Well, he is the final boss.
I guess. Considering the main characters can't go above 255 health in terms of like saving memory space because that's one bite.
Yeah.
They put a lot of programming into this last boss in just pure health. Like if they were concerned about making space by not letting the characters go that high. I'm gonna see what the next head transformation is. If it goes back to the box guy, then I'll kill the body. Actually, I think I should just kill the body. Because him not getting that extra attack is nice.
Yeah. His body hits reasonably hard as well.
Yeah. And it goes down in a couple turns, it's not too bad. Because, like, I would have survived that if he didn't have gun hits. Which is interesting, because, like, that's the same move Gino has.
Yeah, yeah. Nice.
I'll take it. I'll take it. You can't move. Good.
But he just moved.
I know, right? He's not going back to Dark Wizard, eh?
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Do you think each of the forms has its own, like, health? And we killed the Dark Wizard form?
It could be possible.
Because he's, like, staying in tank form and then box form. Poison!
Could be worse.
Just back in, like, this derpy thing. It's honestly, like, the derpiest thing I've ever seen. It's like an iron coffin with some face in it that just casts a useless spell. It's like, okay, while you stay in that form, I'm just gonna murder your body again. No tank yet. It's okay, I should have the body down this turn. Yup, perfect. Or he's just gonna take 2 turns with his face. What a intriguing mechanic for the last boss with different phases. But kind of lame still overall. Like, he's got one phase that doesn't really do anything. It casts a sinister looking move that is garbage. Like, it just straight up doesn't do anything. Once you realize his body has all those bonus attacks and you can disable it, it's kind of like... survive his attacks. And with Peach's infinite healing powers, it's kind of... I almost want to say too easy, but I don't know if there's going to be like a 5th face that just like straight up murders us.
Hopefully not. This has been a long boss fight.
Starts spamming death roulette.
I mean, we're kind of in overtime already, so...
Yeah, we are.
Man, how much health does he have? Jesus.
I have no idea. But he's back to the derp face.
I guess this is what it feels like being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
The forge of hell itself. It's like, here's the shredder thing again. Like a whole mechanic we're missing here to like actually kill him.
I don't know. They don't make it very obvious, do they?
Like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just fighting some tank-headed, crazy psychopath.
As if you recall earlier when we had to like jump on the mimics and stuff, we had no idea.
That's true.
Oh,
Oh, that might do it.
there we go.
My body and head are burning.
He's on fire.
Impossible. I don't believe it. I'm finished. Done for.
Burning it up on the dance floor.
That's the last boss fight.
GG.
Actually wasn't that hard.
Well met.
Well played.
Thank you.
Come on, Mario. Send the last one way up high. Yeah, okay. It's gold star. Mario got a gold star. A for effort. Saved the day.
E for effort.
Is it gonna get stolen last minute again?
Bowser. Gwahaha.
All the wishes are mine. I wish for Mario to die and the world to be mine. So like, that's the 7th star. There we go.
We've collected all the Dragon Balls.
The legend of the 7th. Oh, they're all changing colors. Oh, okay, Shenron's gonna appear and then we have to fight him. That's actually the last boss. Thank you, everyone. Now I can die in peace. Star Road's back to normal, and I don't need to be here anymore.
And now I have all the power. Ha ha ha. Bow before me, mortals.
You thought he would never use me? Well, here's my revenge. Deletes your save file, makes you replay through the game with a team full of Genos. He just scatters them off everywhere again.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like, that's what I'm doing. Suck it. Oh, nope, he's transcending our dimension. Goodbye, Gino. It's gonna be a little dull, yeah. That's it, he's done. Mario, whoa! A little tiny star spirit.
Someone quick, catch it. Put it in a bottle.
Yep. You can live on Mario's dresser. Does it just go back to the star piece menu with the little thing floating around it? Okay, we get it. Stars like to dance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. There's the song we heard at the start.
Bowser got a nice new sword.
Yeah, I know. There's like straight up still a sword in Bowser Cat. Oh, it's gonna disintegrate into nothing because we killed its dimension.
Hmm.
Yo, Bowser, your castle's looking kind of cheery with like a blue sky as opposed to an evil red sky.
Yeah.
I always thought that was just the ambiance of Bowser's castle.
Yeah, so did I.
It's like stitched back together. Okay, so blue star. The people clad people wish to have their prince back, and he's back. Hoo hoo, because the stars totally did that.
Yeah, it's not like Mario had anything to do with it.
Nah, man, it's because the stars sent him on his adventure to go find Mallow and like do the whole quest thing. See, stars and wishes act in mysterious ways.
For sure.
It's like Green Star. Okay, what do you got? What's Green Star gonna do? Still gotta fix all this stuff.
Alright, well, we got some time here while this is going on. So let's talk about this game. What do you think?
I loved it as a kid. I still enjoyed playing it. It was really fun because the battle was actually, like, with the timing and stuff, it was entertaining. And the fact that there was the things like the lack of FP was interesting, where you could actually, like, mill bosses. And I also want to say it was fun in combat and stuff because it wasn't necessarily too hard. It was like an artificial difficulty with the insta-kills and stuff. But it was enough that we could skip like a good 3/4 of the enemies in the game and we were technically way under leveled. It just made the boss fights last longer, but we could do them still. In terms of the way the game plays, I like the level layouts. It's like still kind of platformy. I just wish that the platforming could be a bit, I want to say, like, easier to know where you are. You kind of float around in like a fake three-dimensional space and miss platforms a lot.
Yeah.
The puzzles, you didn't really see too many puzzles up until they, oh, okay, that's interesting. Booster and the Queen Lady get married, and Booster wants nothing to do with it. But like, the fact that there's puzzles and you don't really deal with too many of them until the end when Bowser's Castle, where it's all of a sudden it's like, puzzles, surprise. Oh, there we go. Well, thank you with like weird 3D, not 3D, fitting the rest of the motif of the game. But yeah, no, like, it's pretty solid game. Only thing I'd have to really complain about is the artificial challenge in the boss fights. Is that Luigi? Is that like
looks like
the only time we see Luigi at all? Is the whole time he was like teaching the Toads how to march?
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, the only thing I'd have to complain about really is the artificial difficulty added to the game with just like really cheap status effects. Like, all of a sudden, you're a mushroom, this attack always hits unless you have this one pin on you, and then you can't do anything. Yeah, there's a lot of mini games throughout it. I did enjoy, like, the booster running up the hill and jumping over the barrels. I liked the waterfall mini game. It was okay. It was more of just like pick one of these 3 paths and it passively happened to you. And what other mini games were there? I remember the Booster Hill one. There was like the minecart. Minecart was pretty fun. I remember doing that a lot as a kid, but I didn't really do it too much in this because, you know, for timing's sake, we didn't do the mini games more than once.
Yeah, there was like the bridge thing too.
Bridge. Oh yeah, the mini jump on the bridge. That was like kind of a half mini game. It wasn't really a full mini game.
Yeah, kind of like the tadpoles as well.
Yeah. Oh, like the tadpole music.
Yeah.
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 It was just like a neat thing to do, but it didn't have the Toad walking up and being like, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you what to do." So, I just want to say, like, that dodo bird is massive in comparison to everybody else in the world. But no, I'd give it like a solid, say like a 7.8 out of 10. And just, again, there's a lot of cheap, like, battle things, like insta-death. I'm not a fan of it in video games. I feel it's just kind of a cheap way for a developer to add difficulty to a boss without actually making it difficult. Especially when there's no way to avoid it. And, like, the silences, like, I can deal with silence, I can deal with, like, the status elements and stuff, but having a boss that can throw all of them all in the field, and all of the status elements we saw were pretty much AoE. So it'd be like, AoE, everybody's a mushroom, nobody can do anything, and I'm just gonna straight up kill you, or AoE, you know, everybody's silenced, or sleeping, or just like, things like that mushroom where you can't take any action whatsoever should not ever be an AoE status ailment. It should be a one-person one. It's fine if they eliminate one character, but having it hit like 95% of the time on all 3 of your party members and then you're just dead, like you can't do anything, is just not a good mechanic in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, the only exception is like when the enemies are weak enough that you actually survive the duration of the mushroom effect, and then you can snap out of it and recover. But most of the time when it actually mattered, until we got to those super weak enemies at the end, you know, it wasn't an issue, right?
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because, like you say, it doesn't matter really if you could survive while you're a mushroom, but that promotes people grinding and getting up to a level in a game like an RPG, right? And as we've seen in this game, you don't have to fight. Like, you can run through most of the enemies and dodge around them. So having a feature such as dodgeable enemies and then punishing the player by getting them killed by not being powerful enough to withstand attacks while in a status ailment they have nothing to combat against is kind of cheap. I mean, like, yeah, we were under-leveled, but I feel that shouldn't be the way mechanics balanced, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that sentiment.
So what about you? What'd you think about watching the game?
Well, I mean, it's a game that I've never played before, so I mean, it was my first playthrough, I guess. And for the most part, I feel like it was pretty solid. I mean, you raised a couple good points there. A few things that were not so great about the game. Instant death mechanics, of course, always a little frustrating. I mean, there are a few things we talked about like throughout as well, like the stats, right?
Oh yeah.
Just some like little nitpick things that I can like poke at in terms of the way that they displayed information to the player.
Yeah, like lack of stats on buying items and
Yeah.
shops and
Because I mean, it is an RPG game, and like stats are a part of the game. You know, even though the stats were fairly basic in this game, right? You have HP, magic attack, magic defense, attack, and defense, right?
yeah.
So you know.
Oh, and there was a speed stat as well, but it was only raisable through use of accessories.
Right, which again is a little weird, but
Well-
just it. We were talking about stat visibility, right?
Yeah.
And that's, you know, there is a speed stat, but it's not really visible to
Yeah.
you at all.
It's just there if you equip a certain accessory, and it'll say your speed will go up from 20 to 30 or something. Like, it's
Yeah.
available on the status screen if you look at the players, but you could play through the whole game and not even know it's there.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean that seems a little weird because usually you want to know your stats. You want to like optimize your stats. The better your stats, the better your ability to fight enemies, right? So,
Now, speaking of stats and looking at stats, the scaling for stats in this game. There was a point there where, we had Mallow out, and we were using, I think it was like 16 flower power, massive AoE, and if you look on the actual special menu, it says it's got like magic potency 55, and it's like his big attack, and it hit for like 108. And then we used his 2 flower power thunderbolt attack that he starts with, and hit for 133. And that's supposed to be magic power 15 if you look at the stat menu. So it's kind of, I don't really know how the stats work. Like, I know it's like, okay, magic power, and this is supposed to scale because it's higher in theory, and then you turn around and it's something completely different. I don't know if there's like, because it was a lightning attack and the alarm clock was metal, it did more damage to it. I don't know if there's like a weird Pokemon elemental aspect in there. Mario, like, for example, he took less damage from electrical attacks than Bowser. Bowser would take like 53 damage, Mario would take 1, Peach would take 20, and it's not just off magic defense, because Peach has more magic defense than Mario does, because we've been putting all of our points in magic. So I don't really understand if there's like an elemental wheel, or if it was just kind of like poor coding or RNG.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, there are elements to attacks. Okay, that's good to know. Like, again, it would be interesting if they explain that somewhere, other than just like, okay, that's clearly a fire attack, that's clearly an electrical attack. Yeah, exactly. It's not clear in the game itself. It would be nice to, like, not necessarily like, a lightning beats ice and ice beats fire, or like an explanation of the elemental wheel, but even just like a little symbol or an icon, like a little flame icon beside a fire attack, or a little like electrical thunderbolt beside like Mallow's thunderbolt move. And even though thunderbolt is, it's electrical, but like a visual representation or an icon that I can compare to between 2 or 3 different spells and be like, okay, well, clearly these 3 things have something in common. They're all electrical. That must be an element. Is this more effective on some enemies? I mean, we kind of figured it out a little bit there when we fought the bandit's name. What was his name? Croco, I do believe.
Yeah.
At the start, where we used a fireball and it did like 60 points of damage versus everything else hitting for like 2 right at the start of the game. And then it hinted at it where he's like, oh, my tail's on fire. But that was more of a boss-specific feeling, I would say, than like a status, like elemental wheel thing.
Yeah, I feel like that was maybe their way of trying to like indicate to us that, maybe there was some sort of like effect like certain spells had on certain types of enemies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I totally took it as a boss specific thing, right?
Yeah. Well, like, we knew when we fought the fire dragon that obviously Mario's fireballs aren't going to do any damage to him because he's a fire dragon.
Yeah.
So there was like that kind of indication of like elemental immunity, but at the same time, I don't know if it's because we skipped a lot of regular enemies or if it's just because the way we think, but like you go into a boss battle, oh, fire does nothing to this guy. Okay, well, that's fine. You know, oh, he's weak against this attack. That must be the mechanic to the boss fight, because every boss has a weakness in every game. Yeah, well, they tell you one of the badges you get right at the start is the jump shoes, and it lets you, like it says in the description, it lets you jump on enemies you normally aren't able to do, which is cool. It is interesting. It's just, again, in terms of how many spiked enemies there are, there's like the spiky guys that roll around at the start. There's like, I don't know if piranha plants count as it. I had never tried using jump on them. We just kind of, you know, hammered them. I'd imagine you shouldn't be able to unless you have the shoes. And like maybe one or two random enemies I just can't think off the top of my head that are technically spike enemies that you can't jump on. So it is apparent, but it's not a full mechanic. Well, it is a full mechanic. I mean, it's there. It's either you can jump on it or you can't jump on it, but it's not prevalent throughout the entire game.
It's a minor mechanic that you don't even necessarily need to touch on to progress through the game.
Yeah, you can entirely go through the game without using jump with Mario and never even experience that.
Well, I mean, unless you're fighting mimics.
Yeah. Well, no, you could fight mimics without jump. It's just jump does like 500,000 damage against them.
Yeah.
But again, is that like an elemental weakness? Like, are box enemies elementally weak against the jump element? Or is it just like a specific mechanic for that enemy? Again, I feel it was very limited. I mean, if you take a look at the game, it's a very, very in-depth, like kind of 3D, high graphics SNES game. And that's the big thing you have to remember is it's an SNES. It doesn't have a whole lot of space on the cartridge. If they pushed this back in development until the 64 and made it like full 3D with a whole bunch of stuff, I feel we would have seen that, as we saw in Paper Mario, for example. Mm-hmm. But just fantastic for what it was. Ultimately, it just came down to console limitations, I feel. Either console limitations or like translation issues, maybe.
Yeah. So I think we can conclude that our biggest like issue with this game is the lack of transparency in the way things work.
Yeah.
Which perhaps could have been solved with more information. And, you know, maybe it was a limitation.
Now, another thing too, it's very important to mention, we were playing this on the Wii with an emulator built into the Wii. Back in the SNES days, there was instruction manuals with games that actually told you pretty much how to play the game. Like, right. they touched on all the mechanics, so, you know, we could be giving it all this flack, and for all we know, if you open the instruction manual, it says, like, right there, like, you know, speed does this, and, like, there's elemental attacks, and it explains it in depth, but not having access to that resource, I don't know, it just, like, you would never guess it kind of thing. Well, maybe through extensive testing, but it's not apparent right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, too. You have to remember, at the end of the day, it is a kid's game. Right? So, you know, kids like Mario and stuff, and it is very, I want to say it's a simplified RPG in terms of, you know, the mechanics aren't too hard. It's pretty, like, straightforward with just, like, attack, like physical attack, physical defense, magic attack, magic defense. There's no, like, strength, agility, dexterity, spirit, like, things that kids wouldn't really realize. They could just kind of, like, straight up get it, like, okay, that increases my attack damage. And we saw at the start of the game, like, you're hitting for 4.
It was actually something I mentioned this earlier in our playthrough, because we actually noticed that we were talking about the stats, and I actually kind of said that I'm a fan of you either want to go like all the way in abstracting the stats out of the game, or you want to like fully reveal everything, right?
Yeah.
And this game was kind of in the middle. It didn't go in either direction. Like it didn't offer up like full transparency on the way the stats worked, you know, at all the times and everything. But it didn't like completely like remove them all together, you know, so.
Well, yeah, you're right, because it would have some things like, it would have a stat and it would say like this will give like plus 10 to this or something like that, but then it'll have a move and it'll be like jump, super jump, ultra jump, and it's like, okay, well, ultra jump is better than super jump and super is better than regular jump. But if you're going to abstract it like that, why don't you just make everything like that? Especially like, for example, with Bowser in the work pants on his equipment. Mm-hmm. Bowser did not have any good armor until the very end of the game, that was only like 5 defense over the work pants, which is a starting item. And it was so good because it increased his attack by so much. Yeah, definitely I'll have to agree with you there on timed hits. That's a huge draw. I mean, really innovative, really fantastic. Definitely takes away the monotony out of just like a regular RPG where you would just like hit attack and then like a turn-based RPG. You hit attack, they go and attack, and then that's it, right? It kind of hangs you on the edge of your seat, especially too because you can block, I think, pretty much everything but magical attacks, and if you get the timing perfect, you will take 0 damage. So if you are good enough at the timing, you can pretty much do like a level 1 playthrough if you can dodge everything. It'd be very interesting to see like what's the minimum level that somebody beat this game at.
Yeah, because there's a certain number of enemies that you are required to fight to progress. So
yeah. All in all, though, like again, a good game. Just it had some limitations, whether it was the console or translation or just complete oversights that kind of made it like a hidden gem that didn't really hit the market too big. I mean, like a lot of people probably haven't even heard of this game, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Like if you told somebody that Square teamed up with Nintendo to make a Mario RPG before the Paper Marios, a lot of people would just be like, no, what are you talking about? That never happened. So
yeah, well, I mean, they do have it on the Virtual Console, so you know, obviously it's there.
It's an important thing to note too. It's on the Mario level 3. Yeah, see, that's pretty neat. Yeah, because, like, again, you time all the jumps right. And I do know one of his moves. I can't remember. Low percent run, 12 hours. Nice for speedrun. That's good. Now, one of the things, though, is, I know one of his moves, I think it's either super jump or ultra jump, you can do infinitely. I remember this as a kid. Because there's actually an NPC in Monster Town that's like, oh, you hit an enemy 12 times with a jump? Well, you can do better. Yeah, well, do rock candies do a solid 200 damage? Because we used them both times and they both hit 200, which is a pretty big number, actually, considering 255 is max health. Well, for, you know, a regular.
Yeah, for us.
For the characters.
But I mean, even like in the last level, like the alarm bells in that clock, they had like roughly 1,000 health, right? So, you know, drop a few rock candies and that's done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be huge. Okay. Okay. But it's interesting. It's just a really fun game, all in all. Like, from playing it, I really enjoyed it. Story is kind of... one of the things I want to say about the story is it was very fast-paced for the first, 5 stars? We were pumping off, like, 2 stars an episode, and we're like, yeah, we're going to be done this in, like, 3 days kind of thing. And then it's like, okay, it's going to take some time to get this star.
The 6th star was the one that took a long time. The 7th star was actually fairly... It was basically just today, right?
Yeah,
because
the 7th star was today.
Yeah, the 6th star took us like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was like almost 3 play sessions.
2 and a bit, I think, because we had the short one there, right? So
because it goes from like you go to a town, get a star, go to a town, get a star, and then it's like go to a town, get a star, get the star stolen from you, fight another boss, get it back, find your way to a hidden town to fight some completely unrelated enemy to progress the Mallow story, to fall into a volcano so that you can find the other star, only to get it stolen from you again by Power Rangers, and then have to go through that crazy whole, like, jumping up the mountain and then fighting the Power Rangers, which was a very frustrating fight.
Yeah.
Again, a rock candy there, 200 damage versus all enemies, that would have made that fight very interestingly easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, maybe the pacing of the whole game overall was a little shaky, I guess, because I mean it was like really consistent to begin with, and then there was that 6th star.
Yeah, no,
we kind of just slowed everything down.
One of the things I want to say about our choices of characters, Geno is actually the most powerful character in the game, just because of the way his special moves get. Like as pointed out here in chat, you know, he has Geno Boost, which does increase the damage he does, and it increases the rock candies, and I think there's one of his moves. If you get the timing right, like it just one-shots a whole lot of enemies. Probably find a video of it on YouTube or something, but that's one of the things I recall, like, reading up on this game is Geno is the most overpowered character in the game, so I didn't really want to use him too much. Also, like, Mario, Bowser, Peach, that's a pretty solid, like, Mario-themed party.
Yeah.
Considering the other 2 guys are, like, Square original characters that never touch the light of day ever again.
What? Who are these people? This isn't Mario.
Like, Malo wasn't bad. He was okay. He was a little black mage, is what he was. Like, he wasn't too bad, but he was just like, I could keep Malo here, and he's got a single target heal and some AoE, or I could have Peach, which all of her heals cure status ailments. They're really dirt cheap. She can spam them every turn. And then I can have Bowser, who's just like huge single target damage, invincible, has some status ailments, but that didn't really come into play too much. And then obviously you have to keep Mario. So it's just, while there was 5 characters, you know, kind of picking between them, you didn't really have to like switch them around too much, you know, like each technically had their own strengths, but you didn't really need to use Mallow for this boss fight, or well, we kind of did for the alarm clock, but
yeah, well, I mean, we had lost a couple times. We're like, you know what, let's bring Mallow out.
Let's just change it up and see.
So,
and then he didn't even use Death Roulette for like 3/4 of the whole fight that time.
Yeah, I think honestly we just beat that one from good RNG.
Yeah, just
like
good RNG.
I think we could have had Bowser in there still, and you know,
and it would have been.
It would have been fine. Because you know, instead of Mallow AoEing them for 100, then.
Now the shared experience is interesting. I mean, it's good because all your guys level up pretty much about the same. The only downside I'd have to say is, like, for example, we had the experience boost item. Because the experience was shared throughout the whole game, when we first got it, the description, and again, it comes down to being more transparent with the player, the description said, you know, increases or doubles the EXP you get. So we just thought, oh, you equip it on one person, like, we're going to level up super fast, and it turns out it's only for that one character. Again, like a very minor little bit of information to tell the player, but a huge difference.
Yeah, so next thing we know, Mario's like 3 levels ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
And they were like, maybe we should put this on like Bowser now.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the shared experience, like, it's good because, you know, if you ever want to switch out, like, it allowed us to switch out and have Mallow in there and, like, try a fight with him. But at the same time, you know, if it didn't exist, Bowser, Mario, and Peach probably would have been, like, level 30. We would have had absolutely no issues with the boss. We wouldn't have needed to switch it over. Like, it feels kind of like a wasted mechanic. If they incorporated a way like the party split up and you had to like pick characters like Final Fantasy VIII kind of style, it would have been okay because then, you know, you have to use those characters and it's good for them to all be on the same page. But having the option to just like shunt the character into the corner and never use it, kind of wasted. Yeah. That's actually pretty good. Like, in terms of actual design, I like the half experience for people who aren't in the party because it does let them progress without having to physically drag them out and then, like, fight enemies. And a big issue I have in some RPGs is running to a point where you have to use a specific character or, you know, that character just is good or, like, significantly better for whatever reason, but there's such a low level that you actually have to backtrack to find enemies just to kill that won't instantly kill them to level them up. So having some experience go to the non-active party members is good, but at the same time, the characters I use and I like to use, I feel they should progress the most.
At least for me, like, when I'm playing a game like this, you know, I have options of what characters to choose. I usually end up picking, like, my favorite characters, and those are the ones that I want to use, like, most of the time, you know, if not all of the time. Now, I mean, obviously, that's kind of what we did in our playthrough here. Yeah. With this, you know, Mario, like Bowser, Peach, that's what we're using. And, like, occasionally we'd swap out for Mallow when it was, like, you know, the scenario called for it. Yeah. Now, when I think of, like, a game where I'm choosing my party members all the time, Fire Emblem is probably one of the ones that comes to mind. Yeah. Because you have an abundance of characters, and on any given map, like, I mean, realistically, once you get towards the end of a game, like, you have probably twice as many characters as you can fit into a single battle. Yeah. So, like, you're only picking half of them, and, like, at that point, you know, there's going to be a bunch that are, like, not as leveled as the rest of them, and you know,
it's just suicide putting them out there.
Yeah. So, you know, but at the same time, like, when you're in the early stages of the game, you kind of want to, like, balance it out and give everyone their turn, you know, to try and keep them all good. But then you end up running into the problem where you just kind of fall behind in the game because, like,
you just need that hero to save.
If you were just using the same party in every single battle, they would be a lot stronger. Whereas you've been rotating everyone out, and so then no one's quite strong enough. So then you got this issue of having to, like, make sure that the game isn't too challenging if you have been rotating the characters out, right?
Well, I feel like another game very similar to that I personally had issues with the like experience system and stuff was the original Pokemons. Now, you always had that ultimate question, do I just keep using like my starter Pokemon and one other Pokemon and they're just pretty much invincible and they one-shot everything? Or do I level up everybody equally? Well, you end up leveling up everyone equally, and then you fight, like, say, Whitney, and her Miltank just completely wrecks face, because you can't one-shot it. Mm-hmm. Or you level up your one character completely full, and then, again, like an instant death mechanic or something will happen. You'll lose your one strong character, and now you get a bunch of, like, level 4s to just kind of throw out while you use a full restore and a revive on your main guy.
Go Rattata. Oh, he's dead. Go Rattata. Oh,
yeah.
He's dead. Oh, go Rattata.
But going back to that whole experience thing with like half experience to like benched party members and full going to main party, if I feel you don't have to do that and you could go full experience to your main party and none to the bench if you have ways to make it so I can customize my characters however I want. So if you give me a choice of 6 characters and I can only have 3, and I pick the 3 characters, I'm like, that guy looks cool, you know, that person's awesome, and I pick my 3 guys I like, and then I can customize them however I want, great. You know what? You know, just 100% experience of the characters I'm using. Don't need to worry about the side guys. Unless you're going to do a story element where they split up and I'm forced to use everybody, don't worry about it. But if it runs into a situation, like for example here, like Peach is a white mage. Like she's got all that healing ability and not a whole lot of damage ability. So I'm going to want Peach in my party pretty much regardless. So there's a character slot used up right there just for that character. It makes the other characters feel obsolete and they don't need that experience share. Because like, I'm not going to use them. If you're going to make it so that each individual character has their own movesets and personalities where you would want to consider swapping people in and out, definitely go for the like half experience to bench or even just even split depending on, you know, how much you're going to incorporate the switching mechanic. That's it's pretty much what I think about shared experience.
Yeah, all right. So
good tool, but it depends how you use it.
I think we've kind of rambled on here for long enough.
Yeah, it's
yeah. I mean, anything else you want to say, or
other than I don't know what our next game is yet.
Yeah, neither do I. But I mean, we'll be back next week with something else,
some other game that we find.
So until then,
have a good week, I guess, and we'll be back normal time. I want to say next week.
Yeah, we'll be back at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So that'll be next Monday.
Yeah.
We'll be playing something.
We'll find out. We'll put it up in the description as soon as we can figure it out.
Yeah. So I have been Soulfire.
And I've been Shmoka.
And have a good night.
Yeah. Have a good morning, everyone.